Hello everybody, welcome back to another trip report. I am back at Seattle and I have a couple hours here and then I get ready to head back to Alaska. Here's a little tour around some of the shops here for food and gifts around the Seattle area, Seattle chocolate and makeup and stuff. Man, I just wanted a cup of coffee. There was so many people in line. So what do? You end up spending a bunch of money at a little airport food store. I picked up a cheese plate for the airplane ride home, and their prices are outrageous. While I was waiting for my airplane, I got a nice seat, and they had these really nice bunch of power outlets at this seating area. What do you do when you have a 3-hour layover? Plane spot. I went over a couple gates to see some planes like this Special Go Dogs Embraer 175. And I got to get an amazing video of the absolutely gorgeous Singapore Airlines Airbus A330-200 ULR pulling into the gate directly in front of me. I walked over specifically to see this jet, and I would really love to fly on it one day from JFK to Singapore for the record 20-hour flight. This aircraft actually just arrived from Singapore after her 16-hour journey to Seattle. And here's my absolutely lovely ride back to Alaska, November 380 Hotel Alpha, the first delivered A330 to Hawaiian Airlines in 2010. I've had a very enjoyable trip down here, and I can't wait to fly her back to Anchorage. Boarding soon. And here's our flight on the call sign TV. And we're just getting ready to board. I will see you guys in Alaska. Another beautiful view of that aircraft right there. Scanning my boarding pass and getting ready to get off to the gate. Here we go. It's so unique to finally start walking down the wide-body jet bridges. It's a very unique experience, very long. There she is right there through a window. And there's another jetway that we walk through to get all the way up to the final gate. Got a lovely view as we enter these little rectangular windows. Here I am double tapping the airplane for good luck as always. Good Pulani, thank you for flying me today. I love it when I get to be able to be one of the first to board with the empty cabin to see all these seats. Welcome on board the Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330. In the front there are 18 first class seats in a 222 configuration. Following that there's 64 extra comfort seats, and finally there's 192 in economy, making the incredible total amount of seats on this aircraft 278. My seat for this return flight to Alaska is 17A. There's the look at the A330 safety card and the seat back contents, which shows all the instructions in case of a rare emergency.
The first handles facing outwards, anything smaller than a rollerboard fits perfectly outboard over our two-seater seats or on the neighbor seat in front of you. Today's flight will be on the lighter side for proper weight and balance of the aircraft. We kindly ask all guests to remain in their ticketed and assigned seats for takeoff. Again, this is for proper weight and balance of the aircraft.
It was really nice. I got to check out the cockpit again. So many buttons to play with. The Airbus cockpit is very unique. It's got a lot of different features. Now don't I look professional there? Hee. I really like how they had this flip out desk for the pilots. Touching the side stick is a very unique thing. I never thought I'd get to experience one.
3 hours, 1 minute, mostly smooth ride. My name's Joe, I'll be captain today. This is me, First Officer Derek. If there's anything we can do to make the flight more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Once again, welcome on board. Thanks for joining us.
Here's a look at the tray table, which can be pulled in and out, and it goes out pretty far. Also, in each seat is your own TV.
Use caution to place your items in the overhead compartment, as your items may shift during our flight and may fall out when the compartment doors are reopened. All Hawaiian flights are designated non-smoking. Smoking, including the use of any type of electronic smoking device or e-cig, are not allowed at any time on board this aircraft. For your safety, our lavatories are equipped with very sensitive smoke detectors. U.S. federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any one of the onboard smoke detectors. And for our guests seated in our exit rows, you may be called upon to assist us in the unlikely event of an emergency. There is a detailed cabin safety card located in your seat pockets. We kindly ask that you take a few moments to review this important safety information. If after reading it you wish to be relocated, please notify a flight attendant. We'll be more than happy to reseat you. Our Million Mile Elite Club members, we thank you for your loyalty. If you're not yet a Hawaiian Miles member, we invite you to join online at hawaiianair.com, where you can request for attractive flight miles for today's flight. I'd also like to extend a special welcome on board to Alaska Mileage Plan members and Alaska MVPs. This is Hawaiian 681 offering you non-stop service to Anchorage. In command of our aircraft today is Captain Henry. We've been assisted by First Officer Wheeler. They've advised us our flight time to Anchorage is 3 hours and 1 minute. My name is Lea, and along with Mason in the main cabin will be serving as today's in-flight team leaders, and sharing the responsibility of your safety and comfort in the cabin today is a team of 8 Honolulu-based flight attendants. At this time, we ask you to take a break from your reading or conversation. Direct your attention to the video monitors throughout the cabin, as I'd like to share with you some important safety information in regards to this aircraft. Established connection to Starlink. Please ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened and will be airborne shortly. This aircraft is equipped with the brand new Starlink in-flight Wi-Fi, which will be available for your use during all phases of our flight. Everyone can now enjoy free high-speed internet connectivity. Connect to Starlink internet on Hawaiian Airlines network to use your favorite streaming services, browse the internet, check your email and social media. As a courtesy to those around you, please ensure headphones are connected to your device. Video or voice calls such as FaceTime or video conferencing will not be allowed at any time during our flight. Complete rules and guidelines can be found once you've established connection to Starlink. Please ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened and will be airborne shortly.
Here we have an Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 taking off on 16 left as we wait to enter our turn. That would have been my ride home, but I'm glad I had enough to get Hawaiian back. Man, talk about a lineup in Seattle. I couldn't even count how many were in the line for takeoff. I swear it's always like this. Getting ready to turn and burn off 16 left. Who else loves that Rolls-Royce engine scream? I sure do. Now enjoy the sights, sounds, and everything else about takeoff. Welcome to the amazing Hawaiian A330 moonlighting as we start climbing up to cruise altitude.
Adjust your watches. The current local time in Anchorage is approximately 11:21 in the morning. We'll be countering a 1 hour time change. As we make our way to our cruising altitude, I'd like to call your attention to the no smoking and fasten seatbelt signs. Smoking, including the use of any type of electronic smoking device or e-cig, are not allowed at any time aboard this aircraft. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are switched on. And should our captain decide to turn the seatbelt signs off, we recommend that you continue to wear your seatbelts in the event we encounter unexpected rough air. Altitude, you will see your flight attendants in the aisles and galleys preparing for your upcoming service. Please keep in mind your flight attendants are working with large, bulky, and heavy carts, so please be mindful of your head, shoulders, knees, and toes for the duration of our flight. Please use the lavatory located in the cabin in which you are seated. For guests seated in rows 11 through 47, there are 6 lavatories for your use. 2 near the door that you entered through, 2 in the center of the aircraft, and 2 in the very back section. Surely you'll be seeing brown mesh curtains separating our first class from our main cabin. do not hold a ticket in our first class cabin. Please do not cross through these curtains at any time during our flight. This is to ensure the privacy of our first class guests, but most importantly, the safety of our flight deck. We thank you in advance for your cooperation and compliance in regards to this important security matter. And once again, for your safety and for the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt signs have been switched off. If there's anything you can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to call upon a member of our team. Your flight attendant call buttons and menu light controls can be found on your touch.
There we go, finally getting above those nasty clouds into this beautiful blue sky. Looks like it's going to be a very nice flight today, and I will be very happy to show you everything on board this aircraft today. I am now connecting to the Hawaiian Airlines Starlink Wi-Fi, which is free, which is really amazing that they're offering free Wi-Fi. I think more airlines should do it for a flight as long as this. And with that, I'm able to check Flight Radar 24 to track my flight. And the speeds are actually pretty fast too, so let's go over to a few apps and check out the speeds, starting with YouTube. That loaded really fast. And then we will go over to Instagram, checking on my friends, and see everything loads pretty great there too. And the final check is TikTok.
We will never tolerate
Everything seems to be loading pretty perfectly, so that's great. Drink and snack service coming by. Soon we will get ours. I ended up purchasing the Hawaiian Airlines macadamia nut entry box, which had a bunch of mac nuts, chips, and lots of sweets and goodies. It was $11.49. And then here we are getting our drink. You had the choice of water or Pog. I chose Pog. And there's some other food that I purchased for this flight on my own. Starting off with the cheese. I mean, it's decent, but it's not as good as Alaska Airlines cheese. I think that, they get their products really good from Seattle. Apples are decent, but nowhere near Alaska Airlines quality. And then we have 2 grapes. I mean, it's kind of a ripoff for $13, but you get what you pay for. Airport food is so diabolical. And now we are seeing the free snack mix service and the drink of choice, which I chose Passion Orange. What I do like is they actually give you the full can, which most airlines do not do. So that was nice. I was able to fill that cup up at least 3 times. I got a cup of ice on the side and a glass of water. Cheers to another great flight with Hawaiian Airlines and the Airbus A330. We have finally reached our cruising altitude of 41,000 feet for today. Very nice and beautifully clear up here as we make our way past Canada and on into Alaska. Very enjoyable flight so far. I'm very happy and definitely would choose to fly. Nothing like drinking Pog and staring out of the window. Cheers. As I said in my last video, welcome to the Airbus A330-200 bathroom tour. This is the largest bathroom I've ever been in, and I can't wait to see what a 777 or A380 is like. Peace. In here we got a working hot and cold sink with buttons. We got some hand soap, and there's a little trash can there, along with the ashtray that you're not supposed to smoke with. No smoking placards. Then in the back there's the baby changing table, which is quite large for... Welcome to the absolutely incredible largest galley I've ever been into, the Airbus A330-200 food galley. This thing is massive, and probably where all the good first class food is prepared. Which is, again, another class that I would like to try on this aircraft one day. Special thanks to the flight attendants for cleaning this up and letting me be able to take a tour, because I, for some reason, enjoy looking at the galleys. I think they're cool. Just add something to do for YouTube. I mean, you review a flight, you review it all, in my opinion. And just about an hour out of Anchorage, we were served our final third drink. This time I chose a coffee with cream, sugar, and ice, and a glass of water. Hawaiian's pretty good with the drink service, so I appreciate that. And there's my coffee with cream, sugar, and ice, and a Hawaiian branded cup.
Indicating our descent, please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened. If you've used any of your carry-on items during our flight, please put them back beneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. In a few moments, we'll be collecting all beverage items for landing.
Here in the next few minutes, so now would be a great time to start collecting your belongings and head back to your seat, getting situated. Weather in Anchorage right now is showing a temperature of 60 degrees, light winds and clear skies. Beautiful day up there. Just want to say thank you so much for joining us today and look forward to seeing everyone on a future Hawaiian and Alaskan flight.
$1,000 within 90 days of account opening. If approved, you can use those miles for up to 4 round-trip flights between our neighbor islands, 1 round-trip flight between Hawaii and the U.S. mainland. This does include Hawaii and Seattle. Plus your miles will never expire, can be used for international travel done on Hawaiian Airlines. We currently service international destinations from our Honolulu hub and our newest Seattle hub, servicing 4 destinations in Japan, Incheon, South Korea, Sydney, Australia, Auckland, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Tahiti, just to name a few. You'll also receive a $100 annual companion discount for round-trip coach travel between Hawaii.
We started to get some absolutely incredible landing views as we were descending over Valdez area. You can skip to the full landing. You don't have to watch this whole thing, but if you want, I recommend you watching all these beautiful views coming in.
shortly. Please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened, tray tables are closed and locked. Please adjust your seat backs or lie flat seats to a full and upright position. Ensure all of your hand carried items are properly stowed completely beneath the seat in front of you or one of the overhead compartments, allowing you free and easy access to the main aisles. If you're sitting next to a window, please raise all window shades as we welcome you to Anchorage. gate and then it's a pleasure to welcome you to Anchorage. Local time here, 2:15 in the afternoon. We have encountered a 1-hour time difference. As you make your way to your gate, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. Our captain has brought this aircraft to a complete stop at the gate and has turned off the seatbelt signs. All in rows 14 and higher thereafter, we thank you in advance for your cooperation. As you leave the aircraft this afternoon, please watch your step. There may be a slight floor level change when walking into the jet bridge, and kindly refrain from smoking until you're well within a smoking designated area. Alaska Airlines representative will be meeting our flight and will be available to answer any questions concerning connecting gate and baggage claim information. On behalf of all the team at Alaska Air Group, our global partners, most importantly this Honolulu-based Hawaiian Airlines flight crew, I'd like to say mahalo nui oko pakahi apau. Thank you for sharing a part of your journey with us. It's been a pleasure having you on board, and until we meet again, extend your warmest aloha and mahalo for choosing Hawaiian.
Thank you so much. What an awesome landing, man.
Have a good one.
Thank you.